Good morning. I am Dr. Georgia Hale, the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. To our distinguished faculty, administrators, and staff of the university, graduates, parents, family, and friends, welcome to the 103rd Commencement of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. This commencement ceremony is unlike any we've had in the past. We are honoring graduates who completed their degrees in Spring 2020, Summer 2020, and Fall 2020. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, these students were unable to celebrate at the end of their respective graduation semester. We are glad that you have joined us to celebrate their achievements. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem. You may be seated. I am pleased to introduce the members of the members sitting on the platform. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until everyone's name is called. Dr. Don Bobbitt, President of the University of Arkansas System. Dr. Teresa Riley, Chancellor of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. Dr. Paul Hankins, Dean of the College of Communication, Languages, Arts, and Social Sciences. Dr. Lynn Korvick, Interim Dean of the College of Health Sciences. Dr. Letitia Settlage, Interim Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Ken Warden, Dean of the College of Applied Science and Technology. Dr. Linus Yu, Interim Dean of the College of STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Mr. Chris Kelly, Director of Marketing and Communications, who will read the name of graduates as they walk across the stage. Mr. Doug Babb, who will introduce Mr. Ron Orrick, our commencement speaker. Let's appreciate these platform guests. You may be seated. As I just mentioned, Mr. Doug Babb will introduce our speaker for this morning. Mr. Babb is a longtime friend of UAFS. His many roles on campus include adjunct professor, mentor, foundation board member, and co-namesake of the Doug and Kathy Babb Center for Student Professional Development. I invite Mr. Doug Babb to the podium.
Thank you. It is my privilege this morning to introduce the guest speaker, Mr. Ron Orrick, who is a very dear friend. Ron has served as the Executive Director of the Career Services Office and the Doug and Kathy Babb Center for Student Professional Development at the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith since March of 2013. As the Director of the Babb Center, Ron assists participating students in professional development, career preparation, and the pursuit of employment opportunities through partnerships developed with partner organizations and employers. Prior to accepting his current position, Ron served as the Director of Career Services at UAFS from 1999 to 2013. He He came to UAFS in 1999 after an 18-year career with ArcBest, where he had positions in human resources, training and development, field management, and sales. His education includes a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration from Lyon College and an MBA from the University of Arkansas. Ron's been very actively involved in our community. I won't say all the things he's done, but among other things, he's past president of the Board of Advisors of Mercy Fort Smith, past president of the Arkansas Association of Colleges and Employers, and Workforce Readiness Committee Chair for the Western Arkansas Human Resources Association. But more importantly, Ron has had a major positive impact on thousands of our students and has helped many, many people to get their first job. I introduce Ron Orrick.
Thank you, Mr. Babb. All right. Most of you probably recognize me as the career services guy or the job guy on campus. So I serve as the executive director of career services and really have worked with almost every employer in this region helping students find jobs. And in that interaction with all the employers, one of the things that I have found, and I want to talk to you a little bit about today, is that there are certain skills that employers are looking for that's going to help you be successful in your first job. And as I look out over everyone today, you've already graduated, so many of you have already started your first job. And I've probably worked with several of you as we prepared your resume, helped you with your interview skills, and probably even talked to you about career readiness. But today I want to talk a little bit more about after you've got your first job and you're getting started in the professional world, just to give you a few suggestions that I have encountered in my personal and professional career. First, let's talk about, that first job that you get may not be the job that you've dreamed of or that you've had in mind. In fact, it may be a little bit bumpy at times to kind of get started. But really what I would say you need to ask yourself as you're in that first job, is this going to be a learning step for me in the long run? And I could give you a personal example that I encountered back, like Mr. Babb had said, I worked for ArcBest for almost 20 years. I started out as a supervisor on a night shift, supervising the loading of trucks. And as I was out there on the day-to-day job, doing some of the things, I'm like, is this really why I went and got my MBA? Because the person next to me had a high school degree. But looking back at that, ultimately I ended up in the training department for ArcBest, and I was actually training those supervisors. And if I had not been out there on the ground doing that job, it would have been very difficult to have the respect of those supervisors as they came in from all over the country for me to train them on how to handle situations, how to get efficiently load the trucks, and that went a long way toward being a successful trainer. So just looking back at that, yeah, it was out there at midnight or 4 a.m. in the morning was a little bumpy, but in the long run, that was definitely something that I put to good use. Another example, for those of you that know me, know that I'm not a real outgoing guy, not very assertive. Well, I spent time in sales. So you could probably imagine, when I was a sales rep, and back in those days, we really got no training. So when I started in sales at ABF, they just said, okay, there's your territory over there, go make some sales calls. And I joke about that because that was in St. Louis. And not only could I not find any employers to call on, I got lost and ended up in East St. Louis trying to get to my territory. But just looking back at the experience that I got in those in that sales capacity really helped as I became a branch manager, entered into the training department, and began supervising those same sales reps and helping train them. So even that is a good step for you to look at those first jobs as a learning experience. Secondly, try to continue learning, and this is one that really changed my life. When I was that supervisor at ArcBest, just starting my career, when I finished my shift, if our office staff was behind in getting their jobs done and maybe calling on past due accounts and things like that, I would stick around and help them do that, help them with the billing, whatever needed to be done. I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to help them. And ultimately, that led to me learning all the office procedures. And eventually, ArcBest was growing so rapidly at that time, they were needing folks to go out and open up facilities and train all the office staff, and well, there I was. I had learned all those office procedures, and they moved me into that position, which ultimately led to corporate training, to human resources, and ultimately where I'm at today. So try to just keep learning as much as you can. How can you do that? When you're on that job, just look for ways to go step out a little bit and keep learning. Try to look at areas where can I grow a little bit? Maybe, in some of the interviews, the employers ask you, what are your weaknesses? But in reality, what they're wanting to know, what are some areas that you feel like that you can improve? Do the same thing. Do a self-analysis and identify, well, if I learned this, maybe this would help me in the long run. And just looking back at that example I just gave you, you'd never know where that's going to lead you. Seek out opportunities to learn, just like I did. I stepped out. I didn't have to stay after my shift and help, but I did, and someone noticed that. So I guess another point I would say, and for those of you that I've worked with over the years, it's all about connections. And look for ways to continue growing your network. Get connected. Not only does it help you get your first job, like we do through the BAB Center program, but it'll help you even in the long run for areas that may be good for promotion for you in the future. So look for those ways to continue to network in the community. Volunteer for additional education. And of course, I have students that ask me about getting a master's degree. Everyone has to make their own call, but is that a good opportunity for you to enhance your marketability? Thirdly, be professional. And when people look at you, do they think, wow, this is a professional person? Act with integrity. Be dependable. Show up when you're supposed to. One of the things that we work with the students in the BAB Center program is if you register for something or sign up for something, we expect you to be there. And I give the example, if you set an appointment with me and I wasn't there, you wouldn't like that. So, and it's the same thing in the business world or whatever profession that you decide to go into. Be dependable. Show up when you're supposed to and work hard when you're there. Be humble, conscientious, and work hard. Try to be as expert as you can, and that's kind of leads to my next step. But there's kind of a running joke around the office there. One of the things that I tell students that employers are looking for, and myself as a former college recruiter, is if you can convince me in an interview that you're going to be a conscientious, hardworking employee, we're interested. So keep that in mind as well. So conscientious, hardworking, they will find a spot for you. Lastly, whatever job that you're working in, try to be the best that you can. Be the best one of those in that position, whether it's a regional training specialist at ArcBest or whether you're a counselor. Don't just try to fill out the job description and do what it says on the job description. Be the best one because people notice that. And whether you're, like I mentioned, the supervisor at ArcBest or whether you're a regional training specialist at ArcBest or the director of career services. I try to be the best. I want the UFS Career Services Department to be the best in the state. And so I work hard at doing that. So lastly, as probably most of you don't know, I'm retiring this summer. As I look back at my career, I feel very satisfied that I've tried to do the best at whatever job that I held. And that may not be the president of a company or have a big salary, but looking out today and thinking about all the graduates that I've worked with over the years, that gives me a feeling of great pride, and seeing the success of our graduates, that makes me feel really good. So my hope is that for several years from now, you can reflect back and say that you've had a fulfilling career, just as I've been fortunate to have as well. I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to work with you. I want to thank UAFS for the opportunity to speak at my last graduation. Congratulations on your achievement today, and best wishes in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. We really appreciate all that you've given to the institution, to this institution, and for helping our students. You will be missed. Graduates, before we proceed, I want to bring a couple of things to your attention regarding your walk across the stage today. First, a professional photographer will take 2 pictures of you after your card is read. Second, we'll take a picture of you after your card is read with you and Dr. Riley, and you'll be holding your diploma. Second, a second picture will be made of you as you exit the ramp on the other side of the stage. So make sure that you stop with Dr. Riley, have your picture made, then stop at the end of the ramp on the other side to have your picture made again. We understand that these photos are important to you and your family. So if you are comfortable doing so, you may remove your mask as you come onto the stage. Once the second photograph is taken, please replace your mask and proceed to your seat on the floor. Now, with the graduates of all degrees from the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, please rise. Chancellor Riley, each candidate standing before you has completed a prescribed course of study as defined by the faculty. The names of those graduating in absentia are listed in the program but will not be read. A number of graduates completed their studies with a GPA of at least 3.6. Bachelor degree graduates who achieve this honor are identified by a stole inscribed with the seal of the university, a white tassel on their mortarboard, and those with associate degree are identified by a cord with the 3 colors of the university, navy blue, white, and maroon, and a white tassel on their mortarboards. The honor status of each will be announced as their names are called. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, it is my pleasure and privilege to present these graduates for the awarding of technical certificates, associate degrees, and baccalaureate degrees.
Concurrence of the UAFS faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, I confer upon you the respective degrees with the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and you may be seated. The graduates will now come forward to receive their diplomas as directed by our commencement staff. And this is the point, families, where you can hoop and holler. Enjoy. This is a celebration.
Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Desi Marie Wilson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Tyler Braden Nelms. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Fawn Mai Damron. Graduating with a Bachelor of Applied Science and graduating cum laude, Catherine Jean Olis. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Perry Vernon Wilson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership and graduating summa cum laude, Stephanie Lynn Wilson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Kristen Renee Karatov. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Julieta Solis. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Brandy Renee Morrison. Graduating with a Bachelor of Applied Science and earning academic excellence for Applied Science, Christopher Lee Brown. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting and earning summa cum laude honors, Valerie Dawn Hammond. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Kaylin Maurice Kilgore. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and earning magna cum laude honors, James R. Sangster. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Sarah Dawn Elkins. Graduating with an Associate of General Studies, Nicole Eagle. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Nathan Charles Horton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in International Business and a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish, as well as earning cum laude and academic excellence for Spanish honors, Daniela Andrea Infante Sanchez. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Mercedes Nicole Bell. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Manitza Mali Parga. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Jordan Shea Miller. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in History with teacher licensure, Lauren Marie Moulton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in History with teacher licensure and earning magna cum laude honors as well as academic excellence for history with social studies teacher licensure, Rachel L. Wilbanks. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Media Communication, Martini Apai. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Avery Ray Davis. Graduating with an Associate of General Studies, McKenna Elise Welburn. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Biochemistry, and earning cum laude honors, Fernando Andres Lopez. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership and earning summa cum laude and cum laude honors, Catherine Page Headley. Graduating with a Bachelor of General Studies, Alonso Aguirre. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Middle Childhood Education, earning magna cum laude and cum laude honors, Molly L. Music. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Courtney Ann Pickett. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Kendall Hannah Kilgore. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Kaylee Dane Cronin. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Allie Rose Franklin. Graduating with an Associate of General Studies, Sarah M. Zig. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Work, Kiwana Williams. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Madison Janelle Bird. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Yahaira Elizabeth Valdez Aldana. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, Jerica Cynthia Regina Collins. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Colton Atley Key. Graduating with an Associate of Applied Science and Legal Studies, Sheila Rochelle Posey. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration and Finance, Ana Karen Diaz Aguilar. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Jamie Nicole Taylor. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Hunter Engel. Graduating with an Associate of Applied Science and Office Management Technology, Stephanie Nicole Porter. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing, Jose Luis Ramirez. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Stephanie Esmeralda Garcia. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Rachel Renee Taylor. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration and earning summa cum laude and academic excellence for Business Administration honors, Bailey Ann Murphy. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Amanda S. Norris. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting and Business Administration, Ariana Marie Allier. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and earning cum laude honors, Demi Ray Laxton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Claudia Mondragon Barron. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in History and earning cum laude honors, Tamara Dawn Hunt. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Joshua David Hunt. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Ana Cristina Segovia. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Alexandria Jade Avila. Graduating with an Associate of Applied Science in General Technology Welding with distinction, Diana Paola Ramirez. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Work, Guadalupe Zepeda Hernandez. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Sabrina Renee Ritchie. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration and earning cum laude honors, Garrett James Spain. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership and earning cum laude honors, Caroline Melissa Singleton. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, Maria Colorado. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Lindsay May Bridges. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in English and earning cum laude honors, Christina Suzanne Smith. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Jenna Taylor Passmore. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Administration, Stephanie Michelle Passmore. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Graphic Design, Cassandra Lee Lopeman. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Lane C. Warner. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and earning cum laude and academic excellence for mathematics honors, Megan G. McDaniel. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Tabitha Marie Siemens. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Media Communications, Cheyenne Stricker. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, Sarah Sky Wilkinson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Media Communication and earning cum laude honors, Rafa Yassin. And graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership, Joanna Janisbeth Fernandez.
Graduates, please rise. I invite you to move your tassels to the left side of your mortarboard. Very good. As you entered the arena this morning, you were given a card with a pin attached. This pin is given to all UAFS alumni, and it symbolizes your dedication or your induction into the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Alumni Association. Wear it with pride and know that you are now part of a community of over 47,000 UAFS alumni all over the world. Will the members of the audience please join me in one more round of applause for these graduates? Graduates, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning. Graduates, you will be dismissed by individual rows. Please remain at your seat until directed by commencement staff. Guests, please leave your seats as your graduate exits the arena and meet them outside. I declare the morning ceremony of the 123rd commencement ceremony at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith adjourned.